Welcome to Japan's energy headlines for February 23. As usual, things are different in Japan, so let's get right to it. So when I was there a couple weeks ago, there's the second offshore auction's coming up at the end of June. But who's going to put the money into bringing it in onshore with transmission? Nobody wants to pay for it, ratepayers, T&D, government. So they're leading toward privatizing that transmission, a la the gas pipeline model in the US or others where it's a tariff-based system. A bloody, bloody year for the utilities other than Chubu, with record high prices of LNG, inability to raise tariffs fast enough, selling power below market, add it all up, major losses. That's making things shift to what I get to at the end of this, different pricing models and different schemes. So JPX ended its couple of month trial period to get the carbon market off the ground, done very successfully and done very well. Congratulations. So the cabinet approved the GX League being the 600 biggest emitters of carbon in Japan, about 40+% of the carbon footprint. So this idea that started about 18 months ago is becoming a reality. We see a rush on buying PPAs for renewable coming anytime now. Classic Japanese style, the government puts a price on what CO2 carbon capture is. Whether that's reality or not remains to be seen. Toyota Tsusho took control of SoftBank's renewable. That actually makes them the #1 renewable developer in Japan. So kind of an interesting twist. If you go back to post-Fukushima, where there were demonstrations in front of the TEPCO building, always kind of fun to watch them scream at the building. And every local government official in Japan was anti-nuke, and whatever that took to get elected. Now they're all marching down to Medigo to turn it back on, because the utilities that don't have them on have huge tariff increases, which gets to this next headline. Those that have nuclear on, like Kyushu, had minimal, if any, price increases in their tariffs. And those that don't have them on, like Hokkaido, jumped to 46%. So you can see now why the local officials are running down to Medigo and turn them on. So it seems like the utilities can't keep their hands out of the cookie jar. We go back to Kansai and the scandal around the nuclear engineering. We've got, record sharing data between T&D utilities and the retail arm. And now TEPCO's retail arm was caught looking at Medi's generation data for pricing from competitor generators. For shame. So this last one's a bit of a self-promotion. So we did a survey back in December of both suppliers and the commercial industrial large customers around market-based pricing, which of course is everywhere else in the world. It's the one-year fix, the block indexes, that stuff. That hasn't really existed in Japan. But given the upheaval in prices and volatility and rate increases, we did a survey, and not shockingly, that created a lot of interest. So we're doing a webinar later this month in partnership with JPX. We've already got our largest number of attendees in the webinar registered. So if you're interested, let us know. We'll send you the survey results, either English or Japanese, your choice, or the presentation material recording. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.